There's one thing about this dash cam that makes it completely unique from any other dash cam I've tried. It's a really cool feature that goes along with a lot of other great features this dash camera has. And before I talk about that, let me kind of just walk you through what you get out of the box, how to set it up, and how well this works. I do want to point out that this is a sponsored video, so I'm going to be as objective as I can. I've reviewed a lot of dash cameras, and in many ways this is very similar to other dash cameras I have used, but this has some really cool and unique features that kind of set it apart from other dash cameras. This is the F77 model. It's got adhesives to put on your windshield to make sure that you don't do any damage to your windshield. It also comes with this extra mounting bracket. It has a USB-A to USB-C cable, and then to go to the rear camera you've got USB-C to USB-C. That is a pretty beefy cable. This is probably one of the largest screens I have seen on a dash camera. Very nice looking screen. On the bottom you have your navigation buttons. Power goes in here. USB-C for the rear camera goes in here. You have this button you can press if you want to save the data permanently. There's a card for a TF slot. This also has built-in memory, 128 gigabytes. So you don't even really need to put anything in here if you do not want to. And here is the rear camera. Let's go ahead and plug in the power LED to indicate that it has power. All right, and we've got the boot screen. This is a touch screen, which makes things really nice and easy. Looks like it has voice commands. Take a picture. Ha, that's cool. Rather nice looking display. You can manually take a picture, or you can mute or unmute. You can lock or unlock. Let's go to the menu. So here we can go to the settings. We can change the resolution. We can go as low as 2.5K at 30 frames per second. Let's go ahead and do that. Sound record by default is on. Loop recording, we can set as low as 1 minute, as high as 5 minutes. We'll keep on 1 minute. G-sensor is on low. Let's go ahead and change that to medium. It even has a fatigue reminder. You can turn on Wi-Fi if you want to connect your phone to this. You can turn the click tone on or off, but I'll go ahead and keep that on. Screensaver, you can set it for up to 2 minutes. Voice control, it looks like it's on by default. Let's see what some of these voice commands we can do. So basically you can easily switch to the cameras or turn on and off the recording. There's a parking mode. You can check the status of GPS. We're indoor, so it's not showing anything there. The date stamp, definitely want that on, as we do with speed and GPS. So all of that is on by default. You can toggle between kilometers per hour or miles per hour. You can change your language. You can turn DST on or off by default. And if you have a TF card in here, you can format that, or you can format the internal storage. If we want to download the app, we can press this for the QR code. If you want to play back your video files, you can navigate to the folder and you can see everything that has been recorded. So you can see what we've been doing so far. Let's go ahead and plug in the rear camera. And there we go. We've got the rear camera plugged in and it shows in the right hand corner. As you can see with the features I ran through on this dash camera, it has a lot of really cool things you can do. But to me, the most unique and one of the coolest features is that it has built-in storage. It has built-in eMMC memory. And here's the reason why I think that is so important. Now, most of the time with the dash camera, you just put in a mini TF card or a micro SD card and it will record your footage to that. Most of the time I've done that has not been an issue. One area where that could be an issue is if you buy one and it's too slow to record or something like that. The other area where you might have an issue with a micro SD card is if something gets corrupted or bad. And in fact, I had one dash camera once where every time I turned on the car, it would say it needed to format the SD card. So I'd say, okay, I would format it, and then it would seem to work for a while. But it seems like every time or every other time I booted up my car, I would get that error. And after a while, while just kind of gave up, and so essentially the dash camera wasn't doing me any good. With built-in storage like what this has, you don't need to worry about any of that. I think that is a really impressive feature. The other thing that sets this apart from other dash cams I have used is the screen on this thing is pretty impressive. It is a large screen, it is touchscreen, so navigation is very easy and simple. Overall, the setup for this was nice and easy. You can see I'm holding it right now because this can slide out of the mount nice and easy. So if you ever need to remove it for any reason, for example, if you need to plug it into your computer so you can access the videos on the eMMC memory, then you can do that. The video feed has the time, date, and GPS coordinates. Pretty standard on dash cams that have GPS. Not all dash cams do have GPS, but this one does, so that's a really nice feature to have. As far as the video quality goes for this, I'm just going to kind of show you some of the footage I've got with this camera so you can gauge for yourself if the video footage is good enough for your needs. Overall, for me, what sets this apart from other dash cams I have used is everything is USB-C to USB-C. I like the screen and how large it is, and I really like that this has built-in storage. So if you want a dash cam where you know you're not going to have issues with corrupt video files or anything like that, this is the one. I've never seen any other dash cam with built-in storage. It's a really cool idea. Overall, a great dash cam.